Hey, hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Turn my light up. Hold on.
Yes, I'm so excited that we're covering this. Michelle, I'm pumped.
Hello, hello, hello.
I know it's a super random live. We usually plan it out and like share it, but today we were like, let's just go live and do this.
I'm very excited about it.
Oh, Michelle, you have screenshots? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for someone to call this out. Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, I'm happy we're doing this then. Good
I am
afternoon.
too. I'm very excited about it.
Hello. She doesn't need clout from him. I just thought she was taking notes.
Oh, thanks, Emily. I'm wearing. I'm rocking my Gucci hat today, so I was like, you got to have hoops and a red lip with it. So
yeah, absolutely. I know Erin's makeup is giving looks. Oh, thank you. I did dye my hair again, like my blonde.
And it's so good. It's so
washed.
good.
It's washed and blow dried. It's clean. We love clean hair.
Thank you guys for all the compliments. Happy Sunday, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Yeah. Keep me company while I do dishes. Ah, the dishes.
I love that.
Yeah. I'm looking at my pile over there.
Don't
want to. I really need to go to bed. I feel like I really need to watch this live because I always miss it.
Well, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Shall we get started?
We shall.
I feel like I'm not going to give any spoilers for the show, The Tinder Swindler. However, if you've not watched it, you should. We have not watched this video. It was sent to me and I don't know, I was saving it. So we're going to use it today.
Let's do it.
We have not watched it. I have watched The Tinder Swindler, and here's what you guys need to know. First of all, actually, this is the only thing that you need to know. He basically was running a Ponzi scheme through a dating app. So a Ponzi scheme is like, let's imagine that, well, let me just use the actual show as the example. So he met people through the dating app, Tinder, and then he developed this relationship. Later, he would kind of get into this situation where he was presenting it like, hey, I need some help. Can you loan me this amount of money? And these women were lending money. And then the money that he was getting, he was using on trips to wine and dine the next victim. So that's a Ponzi scheme where you are collecting money and you're using it to fund the other people. So it's kind of this false pretense that, hey, you're getting money back. So like if I invested into something and let's say Julie Joe was the scammer. We know she's not, but let's just say she was, and she had other investors. What she would do is she would collect the money for me and then pay some of the other investors like they were actually seeing progress so that they got off her back a little bit. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys, but that's essentially what this is. And this is the Jessie Lee video of her allegedly, from what I've heard, comparing the Tinder Swindler to network marketing and how he was such a great business person.
Ooh, and I also have Michelle sent us some great screenshots, so I'm going to save those.
Oh yeah, good. All right. Yeah, have you guys watched it? Let us know in the comments.
I have not watched the actual series of the Tinder Swindler, but I know the premise, and I do want to watch the series, especially after Jessie Lee did this.
It does oddly sound like an MLM, which is probably why she is using it as an example. Shall we get started, everybody? If you have not liked the video already, please do so. We would love to have you subscribe if you're not already. We have other things. You can click the description in any of our videos. And are you ready, friend?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Let me actually remove this comment and you guys drop your commentary. You guys know how we roll here. We want to hear your commentary and interact with you guys. So
yeah. Also, we haven't seen this yet. I don't know if you said that. Like her training, we haven't.
Yeah.
Seen it.
We have not. So here we go.
Or the people's mentor. And today is show is all about how the Tinder Swindler can teach you how to actually run business. And so I actually think this is going to be an incredible training. And so you should make sure that you share this video. You should make sure that you participate in the video. You can tell me where you're coming in from below.
So she just said how he can help you run business, but like, wasn't he put in jail for it?
Yeah, he was. Also, I love her shirt. You run your mouth and I'll run my business. I'm not sure that that's exactly what you're doing. I feel like she's running her mouth a whole lot. Just my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, guys.
I'm here in Frisco, Texas. And I was telling a friend of mine exactly how I was thinking all business when I saw this documentary. And he said, I don't understand how you could do a training on the Tinder Swindler. And I said, watch me. So I am going to teach you. So for those of you who don't know about the Tinder Swindler, if you watched it, drop Tinder in the comments. And if you didn't, just drop no in the comments. And I'll just give you a quick little recap. Basically, there's this man. I don't even remember his name. You can put the name or something in the shirt. You guys like my shirt? You run your mouth, I'll run my business. I love it too. So basically, essentially, this man, I don't remember his name. You can put it in the chat if you know it. This crazy man swindled women out of $10 million. $10 million. Okay. It was basically I guess he's still doing it, but essentially a Ponzi scheme where this man convinced women that they needed to send him money because his enemies were after him. So I'm going to teach you, Simon is his name. Okay. So I'm going to teach you what Simon did and how you can actually implement it into your business, but in a way that is not so swindly, in a way that is not so highly illegal, and in a way that is probably going to help you build your business. If at any point during this video you find this to be
okay, what's crazy about this, and by the way, this video is like 15 minutes. But what's crazy is she's like, I'm going to show you how to do things the right way without going to prison. But I'm going to use a completely unethical model where 99% of people lose money or don't make any money at all. But we do things the right way over here.
He literally scammed. He literally scammed them. Someone said he's out of prison. Yes, but he was in prison for this. I'm just like, yo, no. This is no bueno. Not good.
No.
Lottie, I need more wine. Absolutely.
Seriously.
Useful. Make sure you share the video. Make sure you tag people in the video, and we're going to rock and roll. This is on Netflix, yes, and so let's get started. So the first thing that I will say is, of course, the Tinder Swindler is utilizing an application called Tinder. And if you don't know, on Tinder, it is endless amounts of people. Okay, you swipe left, you swipe. If you don't like them, you swipe right. If you do, Bossly, send me money. My enemies are after me. Catherine. Okay, so he was a prospecting maniac. He was very good at understanding the fact that he was going to need a lot of people if he was going to make $10 million plus. If he was going to keep his scheme up of being able to get $25,000 from people, $100,000 from people, $200,000 from people, $1 million from people, he was going to have a big, large pool of prospects. Well, your business is no different. So many of you are focused on the same 2 to 3 people. There is no.
Wait. Did she just admit that? Well, she talks about that. She talks about recruiting as a way that you make money.
Oh, yeah, openly.
Sorry, I had to cough.
Yes, they do use Bumble. They do. Why? Because I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, tell us about that.
Yeah, so I just use Bumble Friends. Well, first, I did want to make friends, but also, like, essentially back then, making friends for me was like thinking about them in the business. So if I mentioned my MLM, though, I actually got kicked off of Bumble because they they can report you because you're not supposed to do that.
Because MLMs are not really supported on some of these social media platforms.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
Isn't that interesting?
Correct. It's not recruiting, you guys. It's prospecting.
It's prospect. It's we're in the relationship business. We're in the people business.
Yeah.
Guarantee you, I guarantee you that she's not even watched this show because she doesn't watch TV. Not Julie getting banned from Bumble too. But I guarantee you guys she has not watched this. So somebody probably gave her like a play-by-play, and then she was like, I'm going to turn this into a multi-level marketing training.
Oh yeah. Why would I think she does? We've talked about Erin. She totally does stuff for entertainment purposes.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
It's all about the views.
All about the views.
Mm.
Good or bad.
Yep. Here we go.
The way that Simon was able to talk to 2 to 3 people and get $10 million schemed out of them. It was a constant flow of prospects. He was swiping to continue to get more and more and more and more and more prospects. Well, I want you to ask yourself, how many of you have been prospecting enough in your business to make $10 million? If the answer is not enough, maybe you should keep swiping. And I don't actually mean swiping. That would mean how many reels are you posting? How many TikToks are you posting? How many live videos are you doing? Thank you for sharing over here. I appreciate you, Caitlin, Erin, right? Thank you for sharing. Megan. Oh my gosh, my girl, Megan, right? Like, you need to think about these things because I promise you, you're probably not prospecting enough. The next thing is that he moved very quickly. Write these things down. These are all really good tips on building business. He did not mess around. What I see most of you do is you take your time. I like to call it business foreplay when I'm coaching people. I'm like, how long do you plan on doing this business foreplay for? Like, how long are you going to lollygag around over and over and over and over again before you actually ask for the close? Well, Simon was very deliberate in the Tinder Swindler. What Simon would do, you guys can tell me if I'm telling the story right. You can chat with me in the chat. Okay, we can make this interactive. Okay, if you're enjoying this, you can drop flames. All right. So what he would do is he would connect with you. He'd swipe and he would say, hey, I'm leaving town tonight. Let's get coffee. Let's get tea. Let's get a drink right now. I'll meet you in the town center. I'll meet you whatever. I'm leaving. Let's go. Time was of the essence. Well, how many of you it's like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whenever you get the opportunity. Yeah, sure. Okay. No, like he was in it to close the deal. He moved very, 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 very quickly with these women. Okay. Very quickly with these women. So he'd be like, let's meet tonight. Let's meet tonight. Are you asking your prospects things like, are you ready to get started? What questions can I answer for you to get started? Like, how quickly are you getting people to the end zone in business? Okay. Next is he was very good at showing the benefits. All right. So good at showing the benefits. How many of you are not that good at showing the benefits of your business? You're not that good at showing the plan, right? You're not that good at showing the plan. Like, I talk about the business all the time. I'm constantly sharing the plan. I'm constantly telling my story. I'm all the time. Link in the bio, 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 link in the bio. If you look at my reels, my TikToks, my posts, my photos, my videos,
they're all about anti-MLM. Okay, there I said it.
Everything from this weekend, I showed you, especially in my stories, over and over and over and over and over again, the benefits of being in business with me. I showed you Empire University. I showed you the training. I showed you the culture. I showed you the fun. I showed you the education. Well, the Tinder swindler would swindle these women by simply showing them the fancier things in life, taking them on private jets, sending them gifts.
I can't get over the fact that she's essentially saying, do what the Tinder swindler did in the same situation as MLM. Now, obviously what he did, in my opinion, is way worse than what they're doing. It's obvious. However, what they're doing is still not great. And the fact that she's like, let's do what the Tinder swindler is doing. You can take great things from the Tinder swindler. What?
Ma'am, that's fraud. That's fraud.
He was in jail. Prison. No, prison.
Yeah, prison.
So you mean he pressured them so they didn't have time to see the red flags? Seems familiar. Absolutely. Scam, but like, follow what the scammer did?
I can't.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's the fraud for me.
It's the fraud for me. I'm just like taking this in going, she's really saying that?
She's for real. Like
she's for real.
She's for real.
Oh my gosh.
He's standing right at the point, but just missing it, which we see a lot with these types of individuals.
Keeping them super involved. All of these different things over and over and over and over again. He's showing them the benefits of doing life with him. He's building trust as well, which we'll talk about in a minute. But he was constantly showing the benefits of a life with Simon. Life with Simon. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate you. And remember, we do share giveaways on Facebook, so make sure you're sharing it as many times as humanly possible all over the place. And then we do a giveaway at the end of the week, okay? But what are the benefits of being in a relationship with Simon? He would take them to these luxury dinners. He would take them to fancy resorts. He would take them all over the place, showing them the good life, right? And he and the next thing is he would actually add.
Sounds like her social media.
Yes. Also sounds like Eric Worre.
Also sounds like Eric Worre, absolutely. In our opinion.
Ooh, Lauren Sweet said, I feel like this just confirms that she knows exactly what she's doing. Of course she wants you to do what a scammer is doing in order to succeed in an MLM. It is also scam and she knows it. Yeah, I mean, she said before, like she was willing to scam just to get $300. You know, I've shown that video multiple times, but imagine now what she's doing to get her $6.5 million a year.
I heard she said it was 10 the other day.
I don't believe that for one bit.
No, unless that's, I don't know.
No, I don't believe that for one bit.
The story changes so many times.
Very much so. Oh, but we're the number one income earner in network marketing. Wrong. We know that.
Ma'am?
That is incorrect because according to Business for Home, you saw the video. Okay.
If you haven't seen the video, go watch Erin's video. It is hilarious.
I think it's one of the videos where I don't say a whole lot because the video really speaks for itself.
Oh, absolutely. Who said Miranda?
Oh, God.
She'll train with Inventing Anna next. Stop.
If you've not watched that one, that's a good one as well.
So good. That one.
Roberta told me to watch that one. I was like, really? And she's like, yes, Erin, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
You should watch it.
It definitely is. All right, let's keep going. We're almost halfway. What? I'm shocked. I'm still shocked.
Same.
All right, we're going.
Value to their lives. Well, what is the value that you're adding into your team members' lives, and how, again, can you show them that, right? All right, next, he was incredible at gaining people's trust. How much are people trusting you? Because in business, people do business with who? People they know, people they like, people they trust. So I want you to ask yourself, are you gaining people's trust? Are you showing them who you are by showing up? You know, he was really good.
Wait, I'm so confused what she's trying. Do you want people to gain your trust even if it's a fucking lie? Or do you want people to gain your trust while you're being honest? Like, what do you... Because his trust was not actual trust. He was very deceptive.
I'm just trying to understand the thought process of using somebody that committed fraud and served prison time as an example of how to run your multi-level marketing business.
I love this right here. What that dude did to them was emotional and financial abuse. Holy shit, she just doesn't even acknowledge it. She just thinks it's an OP recruitment strategy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. These incredibly strong women that spoke up and came together and started putting all of the pieces together and exposed him and all of that stuff. Yeah. Hey, Julie. I'm at a loss of words kind of when it comes to this, but for multi-level marketing to be like pro woman as they claim, but then to be giving this kind of a training coming from a woman who is taking these women's story.
Yes.
Of trauma and fraud and emotional and financial abuse, and then taking it and saying, oh, well, you know what? He was really good at building relationships. And this is how you should build your multi-level marketing business.
Very pro woman of her to do. Like, I'm just still so shocked that she's like, he gained their trust. Okay, but he was physically, as Michelle said, emotionally and financially abusive to them, and the trust was deceptive. It wasn't real. So what are you telling them? You're telling them do everything you can, no matter if you mean it or not, to gain their trust. She better hope she doesn't meet a girl like the last girl who swindled the swindler. Yes,
she's out there. We know she's out there. This is another great comment.
I feel like this is a new low. I'm stunned. Yeah. I'm just trying to understand how she watched a Tinder Swindler and got any sort of good message from it. Did she even watch it? Did she say she watched it? No,
He doesn't watch TV.
The fact that she's sitting here talking about something, one, that as though she's watched it, right? Like, I haven't watched it, but I'm not training on it. And I know the gist of it. You've watched it. You told me. Also, I've read about it. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
But she's training on it as though she's watched it, knows him, knows his tactics. Jesse laughed at the woman who lost 5,000 in MLM, so I wonder what she thinks of the women he swindled. That makes my stomach sick. Very fucking pro women of her.
Yeah.
She's not pro women. No, not at all. She doesn't care.
Oh,
I firmly believe it. She does not care.
No, I agree.
Yes, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot to say about that.
Shall we keep going?
Yes.
At this, he would take, I have another phone right here. He would literally take the phones and he would record videos repeatedly to these people. He was in their WhatsApps all the time. Follow up, 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 follow up. Oh, here's my bodyguard. Oh, here's my friend. Oh, here's where I'm going. Oh, I'm going to Oslo. Oh, I'm on my trip to Belgium. Oh, I'm going to the Netherlands. Oh, he was constantly showing them. Like, how many of you
He was showing the same pictures. It was the same story, the same pictures to different victims. And the scenario was he got beat up. Hey, Karina, he got beat up. His bodyguard got beat up. And it's a picture of him in like what looks like an ambulance. And they all had the same story, same timeline, same picture, maybe a different location. It was all the same.
I don't think she gets the narrative that she's putting out there for her downline. And that is, do what you have to do to look the way that you need to look. I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Do what you have to do to look the way that you need to look, and therefore expanding your business.
Well, and we know that that's what they do on social media. That's why they post pictures of the private jets and all the flashy stuff. Is because they're trying to maintain that image of, look, I've got it all figured out. Look at the money that I'm making, which in my opinion is the swindle.
Yes, absolutely. Charlene, so let's copy how he scammed people. Make it make sense.
Seriously. Also this.
Yeah, I was just reading that. So good. It comes across like she thinks if something bad happens to you, it's your fault for being the victim. Gosh.
All right, let's keep it moving.
Yes.
You take a long time to get back to people. These women, they would send a message and he would respond rapid fire, right? He was so quick at making sure that they were responded to, so he was able to gain their trust. Anytime they needed something, oh, I love you, absolutely. Let me send you flowers. Let me send you gifts. It's your birthday. It's this holiday. It was constant trust building. Well, what are you doing to build trust with people? Are you showing up on calls? Are you responding quickly? Are you on live video? Are you posting reels? Are you being consistent? All these things are the same in the business and then also in scheming things like Simon. I don't remember his last name, okay? But he was very good at gaining trust. And if you want to scale a business, you better understand how to gain people's trust. Next thing that he was awesome at is he was ridiculous at follow-up. I would hate but love a Simon on my team, okay? He was ridiculous.
And there it is.
The fact that she said scheming, she knows. She would hate but love a Simon on her team. I honest to God thinks that she would just, I think she would just love a Simon on her team, but feels obligated to say hate.
Yeah.
Does she hear herself? This is bizarre. Yes.
I think this is all for views. I think she knew that.
Entertainment.
Yeah. I think that she knew, well, this title is going to draw people in and they're going to keep talking about me, which we know that she wants, but like, we're not watching her content. We're downloading it and then reacting to it on our terms. So it's very interesting.
Here's the deal though. We know her numbers for the most part. And we know that the more she does this kind of stuff, the more people step away from her business.
Mm-hmm.
She's so self-obsessed that she needs the views, in my opinion. And those views and what she's doing in that, like the bathtub and this and certain things, those things are going to hurt her more than she knows.
Yeah.
Dave, I'm actually speechless. And you know how often that happens?
Dave. We love Dave.
Okay, this is good. Lauren said, their argument for why it's not a pyramid scheme is that pyramid schemes are illegal, yet this guy convicted of financial fraud is a great role model.
He knew how to run a business. He knew how to build relationships. He knew how to present the value, the benefits.
He knew how to make people trust him even though he was a liar.
So to be in multi-level marketing, according to this training, you have to be a scam artist. You have to commit fraud.
Laura said, can you even imagine being in her downline as a victim of abuse and hearing this? Absolutely not. And the fact of the matter is, some people are so brainwashed by this person, in my opinion, that they're going to go, oh, the Tinder Swindler? Yes, I agree. Great. We need to follow what he did. They're going to go by exactly what she says.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yikes. Oh, and considering they love to target people who are victims or at their lowest. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Scammy McScammerson.
Yes, Janet. Yes.
We literally said that at the same time.
All right. Let's keep going.
Ridiculous with his follow-up. If you did not respond to him in his time of need, he was very fast at responding, right? He was very, very quick over and over and over and over and over again. My love, like I'm gonna use names right now. Lauren, my love. Rachel, my love. Jennifer, my love. Shonda, my love. Sky Baby Fitness, my love. Hina, my love. Sam, my love. Dean, my love. They're literally here, right? Like Maya, my love. He would record all these videos, constantly following up, constantly building trust, saying, oh, here I am on my plane, I'm flying to Spain. Here I am on my plane, I'm going to Israel. Here I am on my plane, I'm doing this. Always on the move, always prospecting, always growing, always communicating. How much are you following up and communicating with people? Because these women had deep, deep relationships with him because they trusted him because he communicated so much. Like, yes, that is true. If I watch a movie, I'm going to pull a training out of it for you. Okay. So absolutely. He was following up harder and more aggressively than anybody. Like, you couldn't have followed up better than him. And when he needed the money and he said, oh, my love, my enemies are after me, my love. I need $25,000, my love, because my credit cards are shut off. They're constantly in this deeply built relationship where it's not weird. It's the same in business, right? If you've built a bunch of trust, you can ask your leaders, hey, I really need help with whatever. Or, hey, we're putting together this promo, I really need help. Or, hey, we're putting together a campaign, I really need help. Now, that's not manipulative, but this man was needing 25 grand. This man was needing $50,000 more dollars. And then because he had so much trust, he was able to ask for crazy things like, I need $50,000. And then he would pretend to wire them back $100,000 for their hard times or their hardships or whatever. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you hear that follow-up that I just said, Sophie, my love, Jessica, my love, Teresa, my love, Bree, my love, my love, my love, my love.
It's almost like when they say, hey, hun, it's giving.
There's a lot of connections here. It's coming full circle. I'm not a real big fan of what's going on right now.
It's almost like MLM is predatory.
No way. It's not like people have been saying that for a while.
It's almost like the majority of people in Prove It only make like $11 a year. And that sounds kind of scammy.
It's almost like she's proving our point.
It's almost like she's standing at the point thinking she's doing something, thinking she is eating right now. However, she is not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really am just kind of like, wow.
I mean, can we talk about this for just a second? Because I've spent time with Bree as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I did a video over Brittany. We did one over Sydney. All of them sound exactly alike, and
Yep.
all of them sound like Jessie.
Yep. Yeah, the Bree that
Amanda
you guys.
Hosmahalis. That one too.
Word on the street is a lot of people are leaving Amanda Hodgemahalis' team. That's just allegedly.
Well, that makes sense, right? Hashtag Blackberry. Yes, hashtag Blackberry.
Yep.
Blackberry. Yikes.
Shall we keep going?
We shall.
It's a system. Write it down. Simon was able to get $10 million out of these women because of systems. He knew, now he's a psychopath, no doubt about it, but he knew how often he needed to talk to people. He literally had basically scripts, if you think about it, written out on what to say to these women. He told every single one, my enemies are after me.
So he has systems like Jessie. He has scripts like Jessie.
I want to say something, but I'm not going to.
He says his enemies are after him. Like Jessie. I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm seeing some red flags. They're bright red.
They're as red as my lip color. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I feel like Laura kind of beat me to my comment.
Pot? Pedal?
Allegedly, in my opinion, based on my experience.
Pot? Pedal?
Oh God. Say the quiet.
Oh my God. Say the quiet part out loud, Erin.
Say it out loud. I'll save that for the Discord later. Oh my God. She's
Pedal?
trying to get the point.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna press play.
Told every single one, oh my gosh, Peter, my bodyguard, look at this photo, right? Like he constantly was showing them the exact same things. Photo of him in the ambulance. It was like clockwork. Are you following a clockwork system? Do you have the same scripts? Do you have the same photos? Do you know what converts? Do you know what skills you need in order to close people? He had systems for everything. Systems. He knew exactly how much time it was going to take. He had all the right excuses. He had everything basically scripted.
Okay, here's what I've got. Here's what just hit me. And this might not be as big of a wow as I might think it is. She's using the Tinder Swindler and saying, look how successful he was with all of his systems and all of his stuff. I have that same stuff. Look how successful I am. If you just use the same stuff I have, you'll be successful like him.
You can scam people too.
Did you know?
Use these systems and you too.
Did you know? What?
Use these systems and you too can be a convicted felon. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's good. Did you know that maybe some people aren't as good at scamming as you, Jessie, because they aren't good at scamming people? They don't want to scam people? They aren't as okay with scamming people as you are? Maybe that's why they're not as good. Maybe that's why they don't have as much money.
Yo, your commentary today is straight fire.
Elbow. I'm feeling it right now.
Absolutely.
Also, I just finished my Stuart McMillan video part 1. So
I can't wait. You guys,
right
two-part. She's doing a 2-part series.
2-part.
I need y'all to be ready for this. Oh man.
Someone asked, is the Netflix film worth watching? What do you think,
Yes.
Erin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Erin thinks it's worth watching. It's probably worth watching then.
Yes.
They're so close to self-awareness, but continue to miss the damn point.
Yep.
Stewie! Man, Stu. Oh, Stu. Is anyone in her downline putting the pieces together, or are they too brainwashed to realize she's admitting to straight up scamming them? I really think that some of them... Huh?
I get messages daily.
Yeah, no, a lot of them are putting it together. Some of them too brainwashed.
Yeah.
If her systems work, why can't her team rank up faster? If her systems work, why didn't she have a millionaire on her team other than herself?
If her systems worked, why is she not a legend by now?
She's at the top of the company, but she's not. She says, I'm at the top of her. No, you're not. You are not. You are not a legend. That is the top of the company. You're not even at the top of your company. Jeez Louise. She's definitely admitting to scamming them.
Yeah.
The Tinder Swindler. I really feel that type of way right now. So he went to prison for his crimes in Israel. He didn't actually go to prison for his Tinder swindling. That's why they made the documentary, to expose him. Yeah, I mean, either way. I mean, he's still fraud.
Oh, and he did not like the exposure. Kind of like these MLM leaders don't like the exposure, even though they're like, hey, as long as they keep talking, really? Okay.
It's only at the top of her pyramid. I mean, empire.
Oh my God, Charlene, I love it.
Real life? Is this real life? I'm asking myself that right now, too. What is going on? Okay. There are active placement lists for an incentive right now. She's not even at the top of that. Coming in hot, Pam. Coming in real hot.
Coming in real hot on this Sunday, Pam.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
I can't. Oh God.
Maybe match made in heaven. I mean, yeah, I think maybe she needs to go chat with him instead of what is his name? Rakan. It's getting pretty meta in here.
Rakan.
What?
We're talking about a con artist. Not saying that he is, just that came up and it kind of flowed. Rakan.
Makes sense. In my opinion, allegedly. Okay.
In my opinion, allegedly based on my experience.
And because those relationships were so deeply built, he was able to swindle $10 million and probably counting out of these women. Okay. Now here's something else. Now you can don't take this the wrong way. He knew the kinds of people that he was trying to attract. So I talk about this all the time. The people that I recruit in network marketing are trying to make 6 figures a year, 7 figures a year. And I get to coach those people. I get to coach very hungry, very coachable, very leadable, very teachable people when they join me in business. Those are the people that I attract. I don't care what you look like,
So the people that you can manipulate the easiest.
Correct.
Talk like, what you walk like, any of these things. I'm looking for hungry, willing, coachable, leadable, teachable, okay? And driven. Those are the people that join me, okay? I will tell you, he was very deliberate on their profiles for sure, okay? You can tell if you look at the women that he was recruiting, there's kind of a certain look that they had to them. Thank you for sharing. Kind of a look that they had to them. Certainly, if you look on people's dating profiles, they'll show things, right? They'll show their horses or they'll show their lifestyle. They'll show their cars. You know, if I had a dating profile, you would see Cartier and Lamborghini and whatever. Now I better make sure I don't have a dating profile because now the swindler's going to swindle me. No, I'm kidding. Oh, look at those red bottom shoes that girl got on. That girl got some money, honey. Okay, but look. The relationships, right? Like he was looking for a certain type of person. This is not stupid. He was, for a lack of a better word, niching down. Do you understand? Simon was niching down this Tinder swindler. He would say, okay, this girl is blonde. She is smart. She seems to be educated. She is a world traveler. She likes to go places. Okay. He knew what he was doing. So he would constantly move on to more beneficial relationships. When one woman ran out of money and was starting to get a little suspicious in the money relationships, he would move on. Do you understand? So he would say, ha ha.
It's almost like when
I've heard this before. I was in MLM. I've heard this training before.
Yeah.
I've heard it before.
It's almost like how she goes from idea to idea that her leaders bring to her that she kind of presents like she came up with, allegedly. It's very interesting to me. Very interesting.
I know that I've heard this training many a time in an MLM. Are you sure we're not doing an MLM training right now?
Yeah.
Are you sure that this Tinder Swindler thing is not just a MLM training? Because I'm feeling some type of way.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
Flashbacks.
Seriously.
Wow.
Literally rinse and repeat. I love this, Laura.
Rachel Hollis does that too. Can't say I'm surprised.
Also this.
When you don't meet my expectations in the empire and aren't feeding the pyramid, I'm moving on. Okay, jail.
Doesn't she say they have 48 hours to launch?
Oh, yeah.
And then they no longer have access to her?
Ding, ding, ding. She said that multiple times.
It's very interesting.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, The Bad Vegan.
Right?
The Bad Vegan, that's another good show.
Oh, where is it? Is it on Netflix? Who is it about?
It's about this chef that was basically schemed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Crazy.
he would move on. It seemed to be a lot of little blondies, for the most part, right? But I'm telling you, he knew what
Blonde is not a personality type.
Yeah. Weird.
he was doing. Okay. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was moving on to beneficial relationships. How many of you, basically in your network marketing business, accidentally or intentionally, whatever you want to call it, ignore the people who have their hands raised and you're so focused on somebody who looks a certain type of way, right? I'm telling you, I see this all the time. Try diversity, right? But he knew, and he was very smart about this. And if you look at what happened, he was able to make fake names. He was able to make fake personas. He was able to make entirely fake stories. And then he was able to use the weak points of somebody and go after them and create a $10 million, yeah, she's fucked, a $10 million swindling situation after I don't know how long. How long was it even going for? But I want you to think about that, because if he was able to swindle in just a few years' time, $10 million, imagine if he implemented all of these characteristics into his network marketing business. He wouldn't have had to swindle anybody. He wouldn't have had to scheme anybody. He wouldn't have had to do any of these things. But if he had followed
we hit the pause button like we always do.
Go ahead.
You please go ahead.
I'm just saying, like, no, you go first. I got to put it in my head.
Okay, so he wouldn't have to swindle because the MLM would help him do that.
Exactly. I mean, she's saying, like, he should have just gone to the MLM and done the same thing. So you're saying he was a scammer. And if he would have just done MLM, he wouldn't have been caught.
Yeah.
As a scammer.
Yeah.
You use the exact same tactics as a fraud, a scammer, but apparently he wouldn't have been caught if he was in an MLM because you're not a scam.
Yeah.
What? Well, he was networking and marketing a lifestyle. Sounds awfully familiar. Yeah. Yeah. This is such a poor use of, this is a bad training on her part, in the sense of you're going to use someone that literally abused people as a way to say, do what he did.
I think it's just another example of how tone deaf she is, in my opinion.
Tone deaf. Golly. She's saying if he would have just done it with an MLM, he wouldn't have been caught. He'd been fine. I think that says a lot. You run your mouth, I'll run to the FTC. Let's go. What the hell possessed her to use this? Yeah.
Views, the potential to talk about something that was going to bring a lot of views. That's just what I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. She's going for the entertainment aspect of it. Just like people come and watch what I'm doing. Not let me give you that, like, let me give you a bunch of value, because what? This isn't.
It's just
This
like her tea
isn't-
times. It's the same thing as her tea times. The whole reason that she does that is she'll sell a couple trials and then she's like, oh, and then I'll tell you what's going on. And they're like, have you been on any dates? And she's like, let me pack a couple trials first. And then she packs a couple trials and then she's like, oh, yeah, link in the bio. And then she starts telling about like what's going on in her life and overly sharing, which we see time and time again. And it brings more people in because they're watching, in my opinion, what appears to be a train wreck. Just my opinion.
That's absolutely true. She's so yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
If he had prospected, if he had followed the systems, if he had moved quickly, and if he had made sure that he was having beneficial relationships, not just recruiting, but obviously with the people around him, with good mentorship and good coaching and consistency, the way he showed up, he would probably be a multimillionaire and not go to jail. So that is my training on the Tinder Swindler. I hope you enjoyed this live video. If you did, make sure you share the video. If you don't already follow me, make sure you follow. If you don't already subscribe, make sure you subscribe. And make sure to leave some comments below. I love you.
We don't need to watch the rest of that. Drop a train emoji if you feel like that was kind of a train wreck, in your opinion.
I mean, okay. I get it. Here, let me put this. Is gonna sound maybe a little crazy. I get it though. If I was her downline and I was brainwashed by her, I'd go, "Yep, that makes sense."
Yeah,
I would
like,
see
oh
that.
God, that was a great training.
Yeah,
oh my God.
I would get that. I would see that. But I'm not brainwashed by her, and I see it all the way around. I see the 360 of it all, and I go, "That's nuts."
Yeah.
That's not okay. Choo choo. The fact that her download doesn't run is beyond me. Downline.
Yeah.
The fact that her downline doesn't run is beyond me.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them do though. That's the thing. There's a lot of them that have recently. Really think it clicked for some. I do really think it clicked for some of her downline. Absolutely. As someone who's been in that position before, has had crazy trainings that I watch now and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I agreed with this. Yeah, it clicks. That's what happens when you're in a cult, though. Yep. Stuff that we watch and we go, holy crap, that's never okay, clicks for people as long as their cult leader is saying it. Chugga, 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 choo, crash, explosion, fire everywhere. Accurate.
Do you have pictures? I heard you had pictures.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
I want to see these.
So, Michelle sent me these.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess on my desktop.
Oh, you're pulling that up. This is a great comment. I can't imagine being one of his victims or a victim of this in general and hearing this, and especially hearing this from another woman. You know?
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta make them PDFs. Oh God, Stuart's face just.
I now want to see her Tiger King training.
Wait,
the number one income earner in network marketing, allegedly, according to Business for Home. It's Tiger King-esque training on my last video.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Create PDF. Oh. Okay, let's see if this works. Video, not video file, bro. Cancel. Slides.
Nailed it.
All right, here we go. Okay. So Michelle sent this to me. But it's processing.
That's okay. Oh, there it is.
So here's the thing. So she said, subject, Jessie Lee Ward trains that prove it is a scheme. Compliance. Please see the attached videos from Jessie Lee Ward's TikTok, where she is training her team of hundreds of distributors on how to run a better scheme by focusing heavily on tricks and recruiting. I will be attaching the videos as well in both a fraud report to the FTC and with my public comment to the FTC in support of new rules to regulate the scheme she is running. Does the Prove It company stand behind these methods of running a business? Kind regards, Michelle Carpenter.
Yes, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. Oh, wait. I don't think that's the next one. I think. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Michelle. We appreciate your reaching out with your concerns and supplying this documentation. We have opened an investigation into the matter and Prove It will take the appropriate actions. It does not appear that any additional documentation was submitted outside of the video. Please do not hesitate to submit the FTC fraud report to aid in this investigation. Thank you.
I mean, can't they get that report from the FTC?
Yeah. What happens next? Your report will help us. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then report submitted. Perfect. It's a report number. So this has been reported to FTC. Well done. And we can all report it too, which I'm going to go do. I'm going to also send it to Prove It Compliance. If you're in my Discord, by the way, or in Erin's Discord, there's the FTC link, but then also Prove It, the Prove It link in my Discord as well. So you can send it there. And I can, unless you know it off the top of your head, I can type it here.
The Prove It email?
The compliance at proveithq.com.
Compliance at proveithq.com. Yeah.
Okay. So if you do want to, like, what other documentation? Documentation outside of the video is a documentation.
Well, they wanted the FTC report is what they wanted, but you can contact the FTC for that. Prove It. They'll be in contact. Hopefully, we can only hope.
Prove It HQ.
I think this has been absolutely for quite some time.
Yeah. So somehow I do not believe that they won't do anything about it. Yeah. Prove It won't, but maybe if enough people tell the FTC will. So compliance at proveithq.com. That's where you can send that. But I encourage you, send it to Prove It, yes. But I also encourage to send it, and I know Erin does, obviously. I'm speaking for both of us.
Absolutely. And you absolutely can.
Just send it to the FTC. I'm going to put in that really quick. Report.
There have been so many people that have sent Prove It the videos, like just a bunch of different videos that she has done. And that is kind of the standard email that they send. You know, we've opened up an investigation. They've had investigations allegedly on her for quite some time.
Yeah, of course.
And that video where she was talking about the Ukraine was disgusting. I shouldn't say about Ukraine, excuse me. Was absolutely disgusting. And it's, in my opinion, it's only because her ex is from the Ukraine. Like,
what did she say about?
Somebody on one of her lives asked, and Dee, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm remembering correctly, somebody asked on one of her lives if Prove It was going to be doing any kind of fundraisers or helping with aid going to Ukraine. And she laughed and was like, no. Yeah, it was vile in my opinion.
She's just awful. Gross. Yeah, I like what DC said, and I like that Michelle did it like that. It's better to file with the FTC than notify Prove It with a report from the FTC and the video evidence. Excellent. I thought, yeah,
because these companies definitely do not want any heat from the FTC. Absolutely not.
No, especially right now. So if there was ever a time you go, should I report this to the FTC? Right now is the perfect time. All you have to do is download the video. Erin, how do you want to do this? Do you want them to go download the video, or do you want us to post a? I don't know. I mean, they should probably just go.
Yeah.
They could even copy a link.
Yeah, I would copy the link, and you can find it on her social media, on her YouTube.
Yeah, maybe it's on her Instagram. I don't know, but yeah, on her YouTube especially.
Yeah. But don't wait, because she'll watch
Don't-
this and then she'll probably make it unlisted.
Yeah, exactly. Your hair looks all fresh, bright blonde. I dyed it again. I fixed my roots.
It looks
so
good. It
Thanks.
looks so
That's
good.
sweet. That's so nice. Yeah, Jana said they could just copy you can download and send it, or you can just copy the link and send it, but go to this link right here, reportfraud.ftc.gov, and you can do it that way. You have her name, Jessie Lee Ward. You can put all of her social media, and likely if they look through it, which I don't know if they will, like her social media, they could see other things too. So we're gonna say something, Erin?
I was going to say I could put the link if you guys want me to, and you want to just do it real quick. I could put the link in the comments.
Absolutely.
Okay, hold on, and I'll do that. And then you guys could just copy it and like save it to you know what I'm saying. Fill in the blanks for me, JJ.
Yeah, save it, copy, save it to your notes or whatever, and then just, or you can just press it. But I'm gonna actually, maybe we can show it live, turning
Oh
in.
Lord, sorry guys.
So I'm thinking that I can. Here, I think I'm gonna share my screen. What do you think? I share my screen, and
It's all about how the Tinder Swindler can teach you how to actually run a business. So I actually think this is going to be an incredible training. And so you should make sure that you share this video.
What do you think? I share my screen and I just show turning into FTC.
Do what? I can't hear you.
I was telling a friend of mine exactly how I was thinking.
Pause the video so I can hear you.
Oh, is the video going?
Yeah. Unless it's mine.
Not mine.
And I said, watch me.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Okay. So I think I'm just gonna share my screen. What do you think about share my screen and I report it and I show them how to report it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do that. Share my screen.
And this you can use for anybody that you want to report.
Okay, so report now. Is your report about any of these common problems? Money making opportunity, I would think.
Yeah.
What type of job, investment, money making opportunity?
Pyramid scheme.
Perfect. How much money did you pay or send?
Well, at the top, did you pay or send money? No.
No. Perfect. How much money were you asked to pay or send? Oh, no. Okay, perfect. Obviously, I didn't read all of it. How did you first learn about it? Social media? What social media? I guess we'll do YouTube.
Yep.
When were you first contacted? I wasn't contacted. So I'm not going to put that. Please share as much as you know. Name of the company. What is it called? Like, what is it officially called?
Prove It Inc., I think.
Name of the person you dealt with. Jessie Ward. Do you have any other information about them? Yes. USA. I don't know their street address, and I wouldn't put it on here anyway because I don't want everyone to know. Frisco?
Yep. Frisco, Texas. Yep. Let's see. YouTube.
I don't know what her zip code is. But I know that she has a website, The Empire, right?
I think so. The Empire U events. Yeah, look at all these reports going in. That's awesome. Yeah, if you guys like, we're doing it.
Empire U events. Let me get this website really quick. Cool. All right, got the website. So now I'm back on to sharing. The website provided is not in an appropriate format. Please. Oh, I'm just going to. There we go. Describe what happened. And then I'm going to go to YouTube really quick. Get the video. And I'm just, instead of clicking on the video, I'm going to like double click it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then so that you don't have to give it a view, you can double click it. And I guess I don't really need to show you. Okay. Because you just like I'm on a Mac, and so I use 2 fingers, and then I press copy link address. That way, when I'm reporting it, I can just put that's the link address instead of pressing share and copy link, because then you have to go into the video. It'll give it a view. But if you just double click it, or was it right click it, you can copy link address. So describe what happened. Tell us what happened in your own words. Include specific details you remember. Do not include any sensitive information such as all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So Erin, would you like to help me make a comment, describe what happened?
Yeah. So, I mean, I kept this really simple. I just said something like Jessie Lee Ward did a training where she was teaching how the Tinder Swindler would run a successful multi-level marketing business, and the lessons that we can, or the lessons that can be taken from his fraud.
I'm going to stop sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie. Okay.
I'm putting all the information in there. I'm putting my military status, all of the things.
Okay. Now I'm going to put all my information since I stopped sharing.
And you guys can, you know, I think this is a really good way to show people how easy it is to report.
Yeah.
And then just like the screenshots showed, you can, I forgot what I was saying. Sorry, guys.
All right.
I was doing too many things at once.
All right. I'm going to share my screen again and show you all that all I did was press the submit button. That's literally all that I did. At the bottom, once I filled out my information. Boom, report number. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this report number and the video, obviously, and the report itself. So I'm going to view the report. Wait, I don't want y'all to review my stuff. So
yeah, stop screen sharing.
Well, now it's not my stuff. It's just Jessie Lee. But now I'm going to download this or save it however I can. And then I'm going to attach this and the video or the link of it, or put the link of the video to an email to prove it and tell them what I did.
Yeah. Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think this was a really cool way to show people exactly how easy it is to report everything.
Yeah.
When I send the email, I'm just going to put in the report number. I'm just going to include the report number so that they can do with it what they will.
Yes.
All right. Good job, you guys. I feel like we did some good work together today.
Yes. All right, cool.
Thanks, Lola. Appreciate you. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to head out of here.
Yeah, we are done for the day. It's pretty simple. It literally takes like just a couple of minutes. Yeah, so I hope that y'all all do that. That would be awesome, because obviously that is awful. And it needs to be turned in. So I guess I hope you all have an amazing day, night, afternoon, wherever you are.
And we'll see you guys in the next video.
Yeah, bye everybody.